Howdy everybody, it's Amy from Amy's Sparkly Diamond Painting, and I thought I'd do just a little bit of a whip and chat this evening. I don't do them very often because I feel like I have to get in the way of the camera so you can't really see what I'm doing in order to be able to do these, because my eyesight really isn't that great, and so a lot of times I'm bent over my canvas and looking at it pretty closely, so I don't think you really want to see the back of my head. But if you're here just to listen, we'll give it a shot here and see what we can do. So what am I working on? Well, I'm finally giving my Diamond Art Club canvases a bit of love this month. So a lot of the month I've spent doing some of my Van Gogh series that I have done that I'll show for my month in review. And I've worked on a couple cross-stitch conversion type things, a little one, but then that little one wasn't enough for me, so I decided to do a crazy thing and start a large Josephine wall cross-stitch conversion, and I worked on that for about 4 or 5 days, and I got kind of tired of it after a little while, so that's sitting off to the side. I'll also be showing that at my end of the month review. I did a little bit of a mystery canvas. I've done just couple little off-canvas things. I did a set of paint gem minis, some other little things here and there, but I hadn't really gotten going on one of my big canvases. So I'll show you what I'm working on. This is Moon Goddess. This is Diamond Art Club by, is that Eau Claire Studio? And this is 55.8 by 83.7. This is not one of my normal canvases, although I think my normal is changing. So you notice me a lot in the videos lately saying this isn't what I'd normally buy, but you know, what do you call normal when it becomes common? So Moon Goddess is a portrait, although there is a lot of background, and it is very dark. So that's not a normal canvas that I would do, but I picked this one for 2 reasons. One, it had 71 colors with several AB and special drills, and I thought that would be fun to kind of mess around with and maybe change out some drills. And number 2, it's very confetti heavy. And I guess 3 reasons, because number 3, it's got very subtle shading that has that kind of watercolor effect that I like so much. So this is what I've been working on a little bit this evening finally. And one of the things that I did, I started this canvas for the Sparkle Addiction event. I think that was January, seems like so long ago. And the idea with the Sparkle Addiction event, it was hosted by Angie up in Canada, if you haven't seen her channel. And the idea behind that event, it was kind of laid back. But the idea was to pick a canvas to add some extra bling of your own. So you had to add like 2 different upgrades or changes to the canvas. So that's why I thought this one would be perfect. So I started working on it, and I do like this canvas. But then I got distracted by many other things, including starting my new YouTube channel. So it kind of took a back seat for a while. And there are a couple issues that are going to make this somewhat difficult for me. And that's mainly the top. Let's see if I can move some of my drills here to show you. I'll bend it forward. Let me move my drills out of the way. So look at all that straight black color blocking in this thing at the top. That is going to be boring. I can't really, maybe if I show it on the picture here, this is all just solid black. So I'll show you some of what I've done. This area wasn't as much solid black. There was a little bit at the bottom, but it wasn't too bad, because one of the things I decided to do was bling up the black a little bit. So I'll show you how I have this kitted up. I have Harbor Freight containers for the larger colors. And one of the big ones here is some light colored, that's Z106, or symbol number 2, 106. This is an off-white AB drill, and there are a ton of those. And tons of black. Of course, I still have some bags here of the darker colors. But what I did with the black is I chose that to bling up. And I don't know if you can see this, but the way I decided to bling up the black, because if you've ever worked with black ABs, they have a very noticeable color change for that coating. And these especially, these were from my stash. I bought a bunch of special drills off of a D-stash group. It came with a bunch of rounds and a bunch of squares, and that's where I got all this from. I have not purchased any specifically for this kit. But that black had almost a white coating on it. So what I decided to do was mix them in. And then as I'm putting down the black drills, let me move everything so I can now show you the other side. I've been picking out and randomly placing some of those AB drills in the black area. So I probably went a bit overboard. I might pull some of these out. But what it's done is it's given a starry sky look. Now, I've seen some diamond paintings where the original artwork looked really neat with stars in them, and then when they're rendered onto the canvas, the stark white squares against a black background, I didn't like that too much. So I've actually avoided a lot of the nighttime scene diamond paintings. But maybe with the black ABs mixed in, it's a little more subtle, but that's still probably quite a few. So I'm still learning. I'm still playing around with adding my own bling. Some of the bling, like in the stars, that came with the kit. So there are ABs in the center of these big stars. But also some of the flowers in this. So it's kind of a floral background. You see, let's see if I can get it more in the camera here. So you can see some of this, like this is a feather right here. And there are some flowers in here, and that's where I've added some of my own AB drills, or jelly drills, I guess I should say. So the way I did that, I would take a few of the colors here. This is one of the colors I substituted. This was 550, and I found an AB drill that I had. So I'm doing one-to-one substitutions on some of these because these are smaller amounts of drills. So there's a purple AB that I substituted, and I'm putting the AB next to the real the color that came with the kit, not the real one, but the color that came with the kit. So whenever I look for the symbol, I know to grab the bottle next to it. So that's how I'm keeping it organized. Here's another color. This was kind of a darker blue. I don't know how well that shows up. But I had an AB that was also kind of close enough. So I've got that one. And then this lighter blue-gray. I'm actually doing a light purple. So slightly different there, but I think it works in the flowers and the places where I've been putting them. And those are kind of a jelly type AB drill. And I've got a couple more here to show you. So another kind of periwinkle color, and this is kind of a grayish purple AB, slightly different, but not too noticeable in the shading. And then I took this one. Here's the original drill here. This was a 3042, and I've been one-to-one replacing it with this AB. So those are my replacements, plus the black with the little stars. And I've got this actually kitted up in the smaller amounts are in these bottles, which I know I'm really zoomed in for the WIP and chat. Zoomed in on the canvas, but those are the drills. And has anybody else been having trouble with Diamond Art Club stickers coming off lately? It seems like the last couple kits I've kitted up, I'm having a hard time keeping the stickers stuck on. So some of these I actually had to use glue to glue them down. So what am I using tonight? Well, I've got a basic Diamond Art Club tray. And my favorite pen, this came from Jim's Pens on Etsy. It's hard to see in this dark. It's late at night. So it's got some sparkle on here. You really can't tell. But I do like holding this pen. It's a little bit thicker. It's got the double bumps. And I do like it. And of course I do have a Diamond Art Club multi-placer there in the end. Although this canvas really doesn't lend itself much to multi-placing. So, how's everybody's weekend been? How's your week doing? I'll just start working here. Let's make sure I'm back. I'm not really, am I? Make sure I've been moving this canvas around a lot, so I'll try to make sure I'm back in frame here as much as I can. It's a little bit tight. So, I've been catching up on diamond painting. We had thunderstorms roll through this evening. So, Central Texas, watch out, they're heading your way tonight. They came through here a couple hours ago. We still have a little bit of light rain. Nothing too bad, some small hail. But so far they've been behaving themselves, so I have not been called in to work, which is nice. But if there are any more tonight and they do need help, then I might be going in late tonight, but probably not at this point. I think I'm fine staying home. So for those of you new here, I am a meteorologist. I work for the National Weather Service. And we are the ones that make your TV make all that noise and make your phones go off in the middle of the night when you want to sleep. So we work 24/7 operations, rain or shine, but especially rain, because the weather doesn't take a vacation or a holiday or sleep at night. There's always something going on keeping us busy. So something interesting is probably going to happen here in the next day or two that I'm really excited about. My channel is about to hit 500 subscribers. I was like 10 away earlier today, but I just looked. I'm at 498 subscribers this evening. And for those of you that aren't content creators and don't know what that means, that's a little bit of a milestone. Because if you want to monetize your channel, like with the ads and all that good stuff, and start making actual money on your channel, one of the two things you need is 500 subscribers. Now, I have no plans to do any monetizing, but still reaching that 500 milestone is pretty cool. I had no idea it would jump that quickly. I've heard it can take a couple years to build up a channel, and I'm by no means built up in any way, but still hitting 500 is kind of a big deal, for me at least, and so I'm very happy about that. So if you want to help me reach that 500 mark, pass this on to your friends, hit the subscribe button yourself if you'd like to. It costs nothing, and it does help us out for those of us that are doing diamond painting or other content. Now, it's only one of the two things. The other thing is the number of hours that your channel is being watched. Now, I'm not quite as close on that one because my videos tend to be a little bit shorter. And that's okay, because I'm trying to do what I'd want to watch. That's kind of one of the hints they tell you. Oops, trying to spill some drills. When you're creating your channel, is do what you'd want to see. And I tend to prefer the shorter videos. And I don't have an intro. I don't do any editing. I just kind of start talking. And I usually fast forward through other people's intros anyway. And I don't necessarily want to watch a really long video myself. So that's why I do what I would want to see. So it's going to take me a little bit longer to reach that milestone. I think it's like 3,000 hours or something like that. I'm not that far off. I'm like at 2,300 hours or something like that. But because my videos are shorter, it's going to take me more videos and a little bit longer to reach that second milestone for monetization. But like I said, I wasn't really doing this for that purpose anyway. But it is nice to see. So I thank everybody out there who has been joining in with me and watching my channel, listening to me sit here and jabber and show some of my unboxings. Now I will try this again, but it might bring me bad luck. I will say right now I have no diamond paintings coming in the mail at this point. There is nothing I have ordered that I'm waiting on. So everything is here in the house. Not having any new stuff to unbox right now. But the last time I said that was a Diamond Art Club restock night. So at 1 in the morning, I found myself buying a couple more diamond paintings, which I did an unboxing for earlier today. I still have plenty I can show you guys, though. Some of my paintings I already have that I can unbox for you. I've done that with a couple Dreamer Designs kits. I think the last one was the Phoenix, Flight of the Phoenix, I think it's called. Or Firebird, Fire something, the bird one. So that was one of those really long, giant canvases, 180 centimeter canvases. So I did an unboxing for that one, even though I've had it for a few months. Let's see, there's some more L's over there. So I'm trying to look around my camera without getting in the way of it. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing if you are interested in seeing what I'm doing. So what else is new? I've got a couple of finishes just from this weekend, Friday and Saturday. I did a couple of medium-sized finishes. One of them was a Diamond Dots Van Gogh, and that one was interesting because I forgot I had it. I was out in our sunroom where I keep some of my older crafts, and I decided to look through my old bucket of my original diamond paintings from a few years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago, when I first started diamond painting. I guess that was 2017, 2018, so yeah, more than a few years. Back when double-sided adhesive was about it. And I believe it was the last diamond painting I was working on before I put everything away for a while. So it was the Cypress Tree Van Gogh. I think it's called Cypress Wheat Field or something like that. But it was a diamond dot, so it was actually poured glue. And it was around. But for whatever reason, I started working on one corner of that one and put diamond painting away for a really long time. I guess that one ruined me for a bit. And it's interesting because I did say, oh, here's a Van Gogh, because that's been kind of one of my background themes for the year, to show how you can get lots of budget paintings without breaking any licensing rules or anything like that, because Van Gogh art is from the 1800s, and so it's not a licensing issue. So anyway, I bought a whole bunch of Van Gogh paintings that I've been kind of doing a monthly series on those. So I thought, ooh, this one fits, I should finish it. And I was surprised the glue still was sticky. It's been out in the heat of the sunroom and we get over 100 degrees, and that one, there's no climate control in our sunroom. It can get really warm in the summer and really cold in the winter, but the glue was still good. So I decided to finish that one, and I showed it on my February works in progress pile because I didn't finish it in February, so it kind of moved into March, and I thought, oh, I can finish that. But I found it to be a little frustrating. So it was nothing wrong with Diamond Dot's quality. I think the diamonds, though, were not quite the same quality that they are now. Again, this was probably 5 years ago. Not quite the same quality, but not bad. The issue was all the yellow and green. It was just yellow and green with some blue over and over again. And I think it was just kind of boring for somebody that really likes confetti. I mean, there was a little bit of confetti with it, but I just couldn't get into that one. So I was very happy when I finished that one on Friday. So now I can say it's done, and I don't have to feel bad about a really old diamond painting sitting there waiting to be done. Now I know diamond painting is supposed to be fun and enjoyable, so if it had dragged on too much longer, I could have just gotten rid of it. Said, nope, this one's not for me, and moved on, because you don't want to be doing something that you don't like. So it wasn't that bad, but it just seemed to kind of drag on. My dog's trying to hit the camera there. She's sleeping under my feet, so I finished that one, and then I had one of my newer Van Gogh paintings that I bought on Amazon that I wanted to work on. I kind of picked a theme for this month, which was flowers. So I did a couple of the sunflower paintings. I did a mini version, cross-stitch conversion, and then the fuller size, not really full size, I guess, but I think it was a 40 by 50. It was one of my bigger ones that I got of these sunflowers, and that one was round. And it was pretty good quality. It was 24 colors. I think that seems to be a standard for, I think that's a down arrow, for some of the budget paintings from some of the companies, 24 colors. And the drills were decent. It didn't bore me the way the other one did, but it did have a lot of plain blue for the sky. So I decided it would be a good one to practice multi-placing on. So that's kind of how I viewed it, and that's what I did. And I was able to get that one finished. I think that one, even though the drills may not have been as good quality and slightly fewer colors, I think it was actually more enjoyable than the old Diamond Dots one that I had. So that was my other finish, and I haven't shown that one yet. I'll be showing that one in my March end of month review, so I at least have something to show that I finished along with my other little ones. And then after I filmed my unboxing today, I thought, you know, I'm just gonna pull out one of my quick and easy specialty drill Temu butterfly paintings, and I finished that. So I'll show that as well. I keep a container of all my off-canvas and quick and easy special drill canvases, canvas-eye. I like canvas-eye as a plural for canvases, even though I know it's not. It's just kind of fun to say. I like playing with words a lot. I don't do that too much on my channel here, but at home with my family, we like to make up our own words a lot. So anyway, so I did a butterfly and flower specialty drill one in no time while I was cooking supper. so that I could feel like I had another finish. And it came out okay. You know, it's probably just going to go on my closet shelf. I don't know. Maybe for my end of month review, I can like mount it to a canvas or something and show you guys how I mount some of those quick and easy ones. It's a 30 by 40. Kind of a neat little picture. But that one had flower specialty drills on it and some hearts. And I had never seen the flower drills before. And luckily there were a couple extras. So I can find a use for those somewhere else. So what have you been working on lately? It's actually quite nice to do a little change up here and work on a Diamond Art Club, because this is the newer drills. This is the newer version of this kit. I guess they had released it previously and redid it as a second version. And that's what this one is, with more colors and a slightly different rendering of the face, I guess. But these have the newer drills. So after working on several kits with some very frustrating drills, this my dog's still moving my camera. Let's see if we can fix that. It's nice to work on some Diamond Art Club drills for a while, so maybe I'll get somewhere with this one. I'll maybe work on it all week and see if I can get more sections done. I am, it's probably hard to tell zoomed in, but I'm right in, there we go, I'm right in this area here. So I started at the bottom, so I'm kind of almost done with the second row here, which is putting me about here. So next I'll be going into this area in the bottom of the face. So this is obviously a square, but these squares are so nice and fit together so well. When I was doing that little cheap Temu special drill one today, I had a heck of a time with the round crystal drills, picking them up with my pen. I kept having to go through putty and wax to try to pick them up like there was some sort of coating on them that just made my pen not sticky very quickly. And that also seemed to happen with a couple of the other cheaper ones. And when I do my cross-stitch conversion charts, I'm working with Art Dot drills that you can buy full color sets on Amazon, and a lot of those can be dusty, so you lose very quickly the ability to pick up drills with your sticky stuff. It loses its stick pretty quick with those as well. So you're constantly refilling your pen and dealing with drills that want to fall off your pen before you can place them where you want. And so this is a nice change. So I may be working on this one for a while, because it does feel so good to work on something where the drills are behaving. They're all even. Let's see. Of course, I'm going to be working on 844. Let's see. Trying to pick symbols that I can easily pick out from a little bit of a distance here, because I can't stick my head right up into the canvas while I'm doing this. So I think I asked, what are you working on? How's your week been? Oh, my dog says hi. She just came up and nudged my arm to get some petting, because she's probably wondering who in the world I'm talking to. So if she were on the other side of me, I'd flip the camera and show you her face, but it wouldn't work on the side she's at right now. Oof. had a spillage there. There we go. So I've kind of trained her usually to come around the other side because I am left-handed. So when she really wants petting, I can set this down and, hey Mocha, come here. And I can pet her with my other hand. Let's see if I can get her close enough to show you guys so you can say hi to my pupper. Here's the pupper. So, that is my Mocha dog. We have 4 dogs in the house. Mocha is our youngest one, maybe about 2 years old, still got a lot of puppiness in her. And she is definitely attached to me and always wants attention. So, that is Mocha. And our other dogs are a bit older and don't require quite as much constant attention. So, work has been busy, but I'm hoping this coming week won't be too bad. But we're getting into the spring season, which means that all the best laid plans can go out the window in my job if the weather gets busy. So we sometimes have to say, oops, I guess we'll do that later. So we have various things that we normally do when the weather's quiet, and lots of training and stuff like that. But when the weather gets busy, all the plans go out the window and you just kind of deal with the weather. So I say that should be an easy week, but who knows? That can change in a heartbeat. Let's see. What else is going on? I've been trying to hold off. Dreamer Designs keeps trying to send me discounts and sales, trying to talk me into buying more. I do love Dreamer Designs canvases. I like their drills. I like their quality. I'm trying not to buy so many until I can catch up. So they have a few that I'm just trying to hold off. I've mentioned before, we're getting ready to have to spend a bit of money to go see the total solar eclipse with 4 days of camping and events and stuff down in Junction, Texas. And it's going to be one of those deals where you have to bring a lot of stuff with you because Junction's a pretty small town, and even though they're trying to plan for all the crowds, I get the feeling that it's still going to be difficult to find ice and drinks and food at the stores, especially as we get closer to the event. So we're going to have to pack a lot of stuff with us. So I've been buying camping supplies and other things that we will need on that trip. We have a little pop-up camper, so we do have good shelter. The trouble is the place where we're camping has no RV hookups available. So it's almost like tent camping, but in a pop-up. So we have to bring our own water with us. We do have a 5-gallon tank on that, but that's not a lot. And we do have propane with it and a battery for like running lights, but we won't be able to run our air conditioning or anything like we can if we go to a state park or a place that has actual RV hookups. See, I was trying to bend forward enough to see what that symbol is, and I hit the camera with my cheater glasses. Okay, that's a number 8. Let's see, yes, there we go. So all that to say, I've been backing off a little bit on my diamond painting purchasing and trying to finish some stuff. But I'm sure something will grab my attention and catch my eye, and I will be buying it. So I bet I won't survive the week without finding something that I think I need. Plus, that way I can share it with you all on my channel. So I still have plenty I can show without buying new stuff. But it's always fun buying new stuff, isn't it? So here's a question for you. If you want to put in the comments, how many diamond paintings do you own? If you want to share that information, how big is your stash? If you don't want to actually admit to the full number, saying an embarrassingly large amount would work. If you want to. I have one of those embarrassingly large amounts. I do use the Gems Flow app and check everything in. I have a few canvases around me, the ones I unboxed this week that I have not yet checked in to my Gems Flow app. But that way I can at least keep track of what I have when I decide to get up something new. But one of the reasons that I have so many is because when I started getting back into this, I was shopping on Amazon because I did not know about Diamond Art Club and some of these higher quality small shops in the US. What I had remembered from diamond painting back several years ago was that you had to go on Amazon, AliExpress. Other than Diamond Dots, you had to get diamond paintings from those places. So when I got back into it, I did a fair amount of Amazon purchasing of 12 packs from Tiny Fun. So I bought up probably 5 or 6 sets of the Tiny Fun paintings. So that right there, 12 times 5, 60. Of course, they're small. They're 30 by 40s, and some of them are 30 by 30s. But I do have lots of those, and I have been giving some of those away to my friends and people that just want to try out diamond painting. Our neighborhood has a little book exchange at the mailbox, and I've been sneaking a few of the diamond paintings I don't like or don't plan on doing in the book exchange as just little surprises for people. And they do seem to get taken out of there, so somebody is getting them. The other thing I did was buy mystery boxes where you get just random diamond painting. It was a way to build up my stash quickly and give me various options. So I have several that I did not pick out myself that were just mystery grab bag diamond paintings. And some of them I like, and some, of course, I have given away to others. Especially, I ended up with a couple duplicates. So when I say that my stash is ridiculous, a lot of it is the cheaper stuff like that. So then once I discovered Diamond Art Club and a lot of the other small shops from watching all the other content creators showing their stuff, then I started buying more of those. I still occasionally do some of the off-canvas purchases from Temu because I like a quick break and I enjoy doing those. So I do have some of those still that I'll keep buying, but I think I have more than enough of the Amazon ones. But with that being said, I'm trying to make excuses for why I have so many. A lot of them are those small, cheap ones, but I do also have a fair amount of Diamond Art Club, Dreamer Designs, probably more than I can do in a lifetime. I was watching Lisette. She has her own channel, and she was doing her diamond painting detox. And so seeing how long it took her to complete her paintings was a bit of a eye-opener for me, because it tells me that I probably have about 3 years worth of diamond painting canvases that I have not done. And doing all these for my channel, trying to have stuff done to show for a monthly update, is also showing me how long it really does take to finish one of these, because I do a lot of single placing, a lot of confetti canvases, and they do seem to take a little bit longer than I think. And so I am trying to work through my stash, but I don't want my stash to take control completely of my downstairs closet. So I will be probably buying a little bit less. Or hopefully. I mean, something's really got to grab my attention right now before I'll spring for it. So hopefully I can get some of these done. What I should do is finish 2 for every one I buy, at least, or something like that. So I can hold off on buying and just let some go that I think are pretty cool but not amazing. Just let it go. Don't need it. So this has actually gone on about 40 minutes here, so I think I will stop there. Actually 42 minutes it looks like. So I think I will stop here so I can start putting my head back close to the canvas, because I see some that I've already missed from some of those other colors that I was using. That's why you see some of these little dots showing up. Those are places where I missed a color that I had. So I thank everyone out there who continues to watch my channel and subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps me keep going with all this, and keeps me company when I can sit here and at least feel like I have diamond painting friends that I'm hanging out with, even though you may not be here in the room with me. I still enjoy your company, and I watch a lot of the content creators out there when I am diamond painting, so you guys keep me company as well. So, thank you for getting me towards 500 subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to, that does help the algorithms. It helps put our channels out there so more people can find them and find this cool hobby and join in with us. So like, subscribe, comment, all those good things. Really does help us out. So I thank you for watching. If you've made it to the end, how about, I'll try this because I don't know how many people actually ever make it to the end of my videos. If you did manage to make it all the way to the end, how about a lightning emoji in the comments? Just because, you know, it's spring and there are thunderstorms out there tonight. So if you made it to the end, I thank you. And I will talk to you later this week. I'm sure I'll come up with my dog's bumping the camera again. I'm sure I'll come up with something to show you. And my month in review will be coming up soon as well. So thank you for watching. Have a good week.